Yeah, so I've started the recording. Jash has raised hand, Ishan has raised hand. So let us start with Jash here. Jash, I've requested you to unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jash. Tell me what it is.
Sir, in practice set 3.1, the 10 sum,
Okay, tensor. Yeah,
the page that one. Yes, sir.
no problem. I'll do that. Right? Okay, Ishan has raised hand. So Ishan, I've requested you to unmute here. Ishan from Vikroli. Ishan. Okay, I believe Ishan is not available. So let us talk to Harshit now. हर्षित आई
Yes,
रिक्वेस्टेड
sir.
यू टू या हर्षित बोलो क्या डाउट है
Sir, eight some problem set.
eighth sum okay I'll just jot it down somewhere eighth sum problem set ठीक है I'll do it thank you
Thank you,
हर्षित
sir.
yeah. And then there is Deep from Ghatkopar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Deep, tell me what doubt it is.
Sir, I have the doubt of problem set last sum.
Okay, last sum
Eight
from
sum.
the problem set. Okay, done. Not an issue. Then Deep is done. So let us talk to Rishi here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rishi, tell me.
Sir, 30, 60, 90 theorem and 45, 45, 90 का theorem.
Do you want the entire theorem, the proof, or just the concept?
Sir, in school they told that proof will also come, so I was telling that proof also.
Okay, so we'll do the entire theorem. Don't worry about that.
Okay, sir.
For
Thank you.
that, it is Harshit, right?
No, sir.
I'm
Rishi.
talking to Rishi. Rishi, you are from which school?
Sir, SM Shetty.
Okay, so Rishi, what I'll do is I'll just talk to Gulam sir and SM Shetty के लिए एक अलग से half an hour का session ले लेता हूँ ताकि सब बच्चों के लिए ये theorem proof cover हो जाएगा, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next is Honey. Honey, I've requested you to unmute here.
Sir,
Yes, Honey.
problem set 9 sum.
Okay, problem set ninth sum.
And
Done.
sir, you have turned off the chat box.
Sorry?
You have turned off the chat box.
I haven't turned off the chat box. It seems I'm not able to find the settings related to chat box. I tried the moment before were trying to start our session. What I was trying to do is find the setting for chat box. That is the reason I'm having two IDs. One of the IDs I use it to check the messages, and the other one I use to teach. So basically, as of now, I don't know. By next lecture, as I said, I'll try and find out a solution for that. Right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Let us talk to Mannat. Mannat, I believe, is from JP Nagar. Yeah, Mannat.
Yes, hello, sir.
Yes, Mannat, bolo.
Hello.
हाँ Mannat,
Yes, good
सुनाई दे रहा
afternoon. Sir, problem set 3. हाँ, sir,
है।
problem set 3 sum.
अच्छा, third sum. Okay, done. I've just noted that.
हाँ, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now I've requested Gatha. Gatha Parekh. Seems Gatha is not available. So we talk to Aishwarya here.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi Aishwarya, tell me.
Sir, practice set 3.16, sir.
Okay, practice set. Practice set 3.16 sum, right?
Yes.
Okay, done. I've noted it. So there are two to three more hands being raised. What I'll do is I'll finish off the sums which I've noted first, and then maybe we'll talk about the further doubts. So till then, you all can just lower your hands, right? In case you have a doubt related to whatever I will be teaching, just raise the hand so that I'll be able to understand that you people have a doubt. So this is 3.1 and I would be starting with question number 6 here, right? It is right in front of us. It says line AB is parallel to line DE. Find the measures of angle DRE and angle ARE using the given measures of some angles, right? So children, I'll just draw the figure and then show it to you all. Just give me a moment here. D, R, E, and this is B, A. This one's 70 degree and this one's 40 degree. So here it is. This is question 6 from practice set. Now children, here what we have to find is angle ARE as well as angle DRE, right? And it is given to us that line AB is parallel to line DE. Now, as soon as children, we talk about two parallel lines, right? That is line AB being parallel to line DE. Ishan and Mulund Saidham Jab Sahej. If you have a doubt related to this particular sum, keep your hands raised or else you can lower your hands. हाँ, दूसरा सम में डाउट है वो एक बार ये जो भी सम्स मैंने नोट डाउन किया वो सिखाने के बाद हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. आई होप ईशान एंड जाप सेहज, राइट, मुनुन साइदाम से जाप सेहज has understood that. Yeah, thank you. So children, we move ahead. Line AB is parallel to line DE, that is given. Now whenever we talk about parallel lines, we need to talk about transversal. Now which transversal are we talking about here? Definitely there is a single transversal in the figure and that is AD, right? So children, AB or DE ke liye there is a transversal and the name of that transversal is AD. And when we talk about these three lines all together along with the transversal, the shape that is visible is nothing but Z, isn't it? Right? And we all know if the lines are parallel, Z matlab alternate angle. So if the lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. So we write on transversal AD, on transversal AD, angle BAD likho ya sirf A likho, it is absolutely fine, is congruent or equal to angle D. Now why are they equal? Because they form a pair of alternate angles. I hope this much is clear. Now children, it is given to us in the question that angle A is 70 degrees, right? That is given. Therefore, can I state that angle D, since angle A is 70, angle D will also be 70. I mark that as equation 1. Now moving ahead, मुझे angle D मिल चुका है 70 degree. Now we are interested in these two angles. There are two ways of doing it. Either I can go ahead with the angle sum property first and find angle DRE and then linear pair से ये वाला ढूंढ सकते हैं, or I can use theorem on remote interior angle to find ARE. It is the exterior angle for this triangle. Exterior angle is equals to sum of two remote interior angle. तो ये मिल जाएगा और उसके बाद linear pair से ये ढूंढ सकते हैं या angle sum property से. So however we want to, we can do it. Let's say I would go ahead with the help of exterior angle theorem. Remote interior angles theorem. So in order to go ahead with that, I would write it as angle ARE is an exterior angle of triangle RDE. Correct? Now angle ARE is equals to angle D plus angle E. It is nothing but theorem on remote interior angles. So children, D ka value we know it is 70 degree from equation 1, and E ka value we know it is 40 degree, which is given to us. Now what is 70 plus 40? It is 110. So now angle ARE ka value we have got it. Now there are two ways of moving ahead again. ARE को use करके DRE ढूंढ सकते हो linear pair करके, or you can add all the three angles of this beautiful triangle and say that is equal to 180, and you can find DRE however you want to. I hope everybody has understood this particular sum and how we can go ahead. In case if anyone is having any doubt related to this sum, keep your hands raised because I'll unmute you now. I can see two hands raised. Mulund Saidham Jap Sahej and Mulund Saidham Rajbir. So I'll first try and unmute Mulund Saidham Jap Sahej. Jap Sahej,
Yes, sir.
yeah, tell me what doubt it is.
Sir, practice the 3.1 tenth sum.
Sorry, which sum?
Practice the 3.1 tenth sum.
And yeah, child, but I've been continuously repeating and saying this thing that if you have doubt related to this question, question number 6, then only keep your hand raised. मैंने 10th sum note करके रखा है child, and I'll be solving those sums. See, I've noted the sums. Problems, practice set का 6 sum, practice set का 10 sum, फिर 8th sum from the problem set, last sum of the problem set, 9th sum of the problem set. There are theorems being asked for SM Shetty group, and then third sum from problem set. ये सारे मैं करूंगा, उसके बाद आगे के डाउट्स अगर आज टाइम बचा तो. ओके
Yes, sir. Thank you.
अगर सम में कुछ क्वेरी है, यू कैन आस्क मी राइट नाउ, इज व्हाट आई
No,
एम ट्राइंग
sir.
टू डू. राइट, या, थैंक यू सो मच सर. Okay, so now we'll be talking about the sum requested by Jap Sahaj. Okay, Jap Sahaj has to be muted. Here. Done. So children, now we'll be talking about this 10th sum. I believe this was there in the exams as well, the first half, right? So I'll just draw the figure. Give me a moment here again. Then we start discussing about the sum. Okay, so I'll just read out the question first. It says line DE is parallel to line GF, right? And ray EG and ray FG are angle bisectors of angle DEF and angle DFM, right? Prove that angle DEG is half of EDF and EF is equals to FG. So I'll just jot down whatever is given and what we need to prove, and then I'll just show the page to you all. It says line DE is parallel to line GF and EG and FG are angle bisectors. Are angle bisectors of their respective angles, and we need to prove angle DEG is half of EDF and also EF is equals to FG. So here is the thing which I have written, right? I hope everybody is able to see that. Now children, the first two proof, right? DEG is equals to half of EDF. Let us start proving it. Now, when I read the sum, when I look at the given part, it says DE is parallel to GF and there are two angle bisectors. So let us start with this information first, wherever we have angle bisectors. It says EG is the angle bisector. So EG is the angle bisector of angle DEF. I'll just jot it down here once again. Ray EG is bisector of angle DEF. And that is the reason I can state that angle DEG is congruent to angle GEF, right? Yeah, GEF. The reason for this, I've already written it here. Ray EG is the bisector of angle DEF. Now children, let's say हम लोग ये दोनों angles को एक variable allot करते हैं. Let's say that variable is X. I mark this as equation 1. Right? Now children, since I've denoted this as X, मैं यहाँ पर X लिखता हूँ, यहाँ पर भी X लिखता हूँ. That is fine. Now, since DEG is X, GEF is X, when I add this two, the bigger angle has to be DEF, and when I add, it also has to become equal to 2x. So I write angle DEF, the bigger angle, angle DEF is equals to angle DEG plus GEF. The reason for this DEG plus GEF is equals to DEF has to be angle addition property, right? Now children, DEG ka value from equation 1 is X and GEF ka value is also X. So that becomes 2X, right? And let's say I mark it as equation 2. I hope that is clear. Okay, now children, since ray FG is angle bisector of DFM, right? Ray FG is, just give me a minute, I'll help you with the figure here. Ray FG is bisector of angle DFM. Therefore, can I state that angle DFG will be equal to angle GFM? Angle DFG is congruent to angle GFM, correct? अब let's say इन दोनों को हम लोग एक variable allot करते हैं. Let angle DFG be equal to angle GFM be equal to, let's say the variable which we will be allotting here is Y. So I state this is Y, this is also Y. Now similar to the earlier process, जहाँ पे हमने बोला था the bigger angle is equals to addition of smaller one, same goes here. Angle DFM, the bigger angle, is nothing but addition of the two smaller angles. मतलब it can be written as angle DFG plus angle GFM, right? So angle DFM in a similar process can be written as equals to 2y. I mark that as equation 4. I'll use a word here which is similarly. I hope that is clear. So children, what we have done till now is we have just used this information. EG and FG are angle bisectors. तो उसको use करके जो मेरे को समझा वो हमने लिख दिया. Equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 are ready to use. Now we talk about one more given information, that is line DE is parallel to line GF. So children, whenever we have two parallel lines, this is sum number 10, practice set 3.1, just for those kids who don't know which sum it is. Now these two lines, since they are parallel, we need to talk about a concept known as transversal, right? Now, children, how many transversals do we have here? Right, there are more than one transversals, and the answer is 3 transversals. Now, line DE, line GF के बीच में पहला transversal, let's say DF है, second transversal, let's say is EG, and the third transversal is EM. So we have to consider all the 3 transversals one by one. Okay? So let us start with that, children. I'll keep this figure handy. I'll just fold this paper. Right? Okay, so we move ahead and line DE is parallel to line GF, right? That is given. Okay. On transversal, you can select any transversal first. That is not an issue. You can start with any one. Let's say I start with DF. So on transversal, DF. So children, I'm talking about 2 parallel lines and a transversal. Let us focus on them. DE, FG, and DF. When I focus on this 3, the shape which is visible is nothing but Z. And Z मतलब कौन सा angles होता है? Alternate angles. So if the lines are parallel, the alternate angles are congruent. That means angle EDF, this angle, EDF, angle D, is congruent to angle DFG. I hope this much is clear. And the reason for this has to be alternate angles, right? Now, children, if you all remember, angle DFG को हमने already एक variable allot किया है, y, which I can show it to you all here. Angle DFG is equals to y from equation 3. So now I write that therefore angle EDF, since DFG is y, EDF will also be y. I mark this as equation number 5. I mark that as equation number 5, and the reason I'll put it as from, I believe it was from 3. Yeah, it is from 3. Right? I hope this much everybody has understood. So I'll just write down this value in the figure as well. Angle D ka value is y. Now children, we have spoken about transversal DF. We talk about the other transversal. So on transversal DF ho chuka hai, we talk about EG. On transversal EG. So when I talk about DE, EG and GF, DE, EG and EF, again I have a Z, right? Or Z matlab alternate angles, correct? So alternate angles hai, so I'll just jot down that angle DEG is congruent to angle EGF. The reason again has to be alternate angles. Now, out of these 2 angles, DEG and EGF, एक का value हमको already पता है. If you look at the figure, angle DEG का value we already know it as x, and that is from equation 1 if you all remember. Right? I've just written it here. See, DEG is equals to x from equation 1. So since DEG is x, EGF will also be equal to x. I mark it as equation 6, and the reason is from equation 1, right? So EGF ko in the figure, I'll mark it as x. Now the third transversal, we have spoken of DF, we have spoken of EG. The third transversal is EM, right? So on transversal EM, I hope everybody is able to look at this 3 at once. I'm talking about line DE here, line FG, and I'm talking about this transversal EM. The shape which has to be visible, children, is Z, isn't it? Sorry, not Z. I'm talking about a F. F दिखाई दे रहा है सबको? राइट? और F का मतलब क्या होता है? What type of angles are we talking about? Corresponding angles. So children, now I state that angle DEF, angle DEF is congruent to angle GFM. The reason, corresponding angles. Clear? Yeah. Moving ahead, children, DEF का value altogether was 2x. If you all remember, DEF का value कितना है? 2x from equation 2. So I write it as 2x, that is equal to GFM. Now talking about GFM, it is nothing but y, and that we mentioned it as y in equation 3. So GFM is y from equation 3, and that was from 2. So it is, the reason has to be from 2 and 3. यहाँ तक सबको समझा, right? अच्छा, अब जरा टू प्रूफ के बारे में एक बार डिस्कस करते हैं. If you all remember the two proof part, it says we need to prove that DEG. अच्छा, DEG का वैल्यू हमने क्या अज्यूम किया है? X. मतलब we need to, can I state we need to prove that X is equals to half into. Now talk about EDF. EDF का वैल्यू हमने प्रूफ किया है Y. If you all remember, it is here. EDF का वैल्यू हमने क्या प्रूफ किया है? Y. So instead of EDF, I write Y. That means I have to prove that, ये हिंट के तौर पे कंसिडर कर सकते हैं हम लोग. I have to prove that X is equals to half into Y. Now look at what we have, children. If we look at what we have and what is needed, right? What we have and what is needed. X is half of Y is needed, and what we have is 2x is equals to Y. तो मतलब मुझे सिर्फ ये जो 2 है इसको इधर शिफ्ट करना है. तो ये 2 को जब मैं इधर शिफ्ट कर दूंगा तो क्या हो जाएगा? X is equals to 2 comes here, it will go in the denominator 1 upon 2 into Y. Isn't it what was needed, children? Yes या no? तो अब सिर्फ x के बदले DEG लिखना है, जो कि आएगा कोई ना कोई एक इक्वेशन से. जैसे x के बदले DEG is here, x के बदले DEG from 1, and y के बदले हमको क्या लिखना है? EDF, which is here from 5. So DEG is equals to half into EDF from 1 and 5. I hope this much is clear to all of you. ये सबको समझा है, right? So the first sub part is done. Now we talk about the second sub part. EF और FG equal होना चाहिए. EF, children, EF and FG, they belong to a single triangle named as EFG. ठीक है, एक ही ट्राइंगल को बिलोंग करते हैं, और एक ही ट्राइंगल का दो साइड्स को अगर इक्वल प्रूफ करना है तो उसके लिए हम लोगों को उसके सामने वाला एंगल्स, दैट इज दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल, वी नीड टू प्रूव देम इक्वल. ठीक है, अगर एंगल्स इक्वल है तो उनके सामने वाले साइड्स इक्वल है. दिस इज नथिंग बट कॉन्वर्स ऑफ आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम, राइट? Children, check, we have already proved this angle is x and this is also x. This is from equation 1 definitely, and the other one is from equation 6. So from equation 1 and equation 6 we can state both the angles are equal, and therefore इनके सामने वाले sides भी equal है, and hence the second sub part can also be done, right? So now if anyone has any doubts related to this sums, you can just raise your hands. Shreyash has raised hand. Okay, he has just lowered his hand. Yeah, Shreyash, I've requested you to unmute.
So you can show from corresponding angle DEF is
Okay,
equal
you
to
mean repeat
GFM.
from, repeat
Yes,
from, right?
okay.
So ये देख, यहाँ पर you have to consider all the three transversals. So the first two transversals, Shreyash, I hope you've understood, right?
Yes, yes.
Now talking about the third transversal, which is EM. ठीक है, तो थर्ड ट्रांसवर्सल के बारे में जब हम बात कर रहे हैं तो ये दोनों पैरेलल लाइंस और थर्ड ट्रांसवर्सल मैंने पर्पसली रेड पेन से थोड़ा बहुत हाईलाइट किया है, तो वो रेड
Yes.
पेन से जो हाईलाइट किया है, द अल्फाबेट विच इज विजिबल इज एफ.
Yes.
और एफ मतलब कौन सा एंगल है, देखिए ये पूरा एंगल आएगा एफ के
हाँ.
अंदर,
Yes.
और ये एंगल आ रहा है. सो दिस एंटायर एंगल हैज टू बी 2x, दिस एंटायर एंगल हैज टू बी y.
1.
हाँ, तो 2x मतलब नाम है DEF, और ये है GFM. So 2x is equals to y. Now once we reach here, the point is जो given था उसके बेसिस पे हमको जो भी समझा हमने सब कुछ लिख दिया. अब रिक्वायर्ड क्या है वो भी तो देखे. तो जब मैंने रिक्वायर्ड चेक किया, what I needed was angle DEG, and DEG if you look at it in the figure it is x.
Yes.
Equation 1 में भी x था. और EDF हमने प्रूव किया it is y. So basically we needed to prove that x is half of y, and we have got this. तो अभी आगे बहुत ही सिंपल है. हमको ये 2 को राइट हैंड साइड में शिफ्ट करना है, तो वो डिनोमिनेटर में आ जाता है, बिकॉज इधर हियर इट इज इन मल्टीप्लिकेशन गोज ऑन द अदर साइड, गेट्स डिवाइडेड. y upon 2 लिखो या हाफ इनटू y लिखो, इट इज द सेम थिंग. फिर x के बदले DEG, y के बदले EDF.
Yes. I got it.
Yes, I hope you have understood the second
Yes,
part.
yes.
Repeat करना है.
No, no.
No, okay,
No.
done. I believe all the other kids have understood. Okay, Josh has raised hand. Josh, I've requested you to unmute.
Sir, can you only once repeat that second one part, that EF and FG are
Which-
congruent?
Sorry? Acha, this one. The second sub part.
Yes.
See, Josh, right? Yeah, Josh, when we need to prove that two sides are equal, okay? So we need to first look whether they belong to a single triangle or what. So EF and FG, yes, definitely they belong to a single triangle EFG. अब ये triangle में, in order to prove two sides equal, we first need to check whether the two opposite angles are equal or not. क्योंकि अगर वो दोनों equal हो गए, we can state that if the angles are equal, then the sides opposite to them are also equal, and this is nothing but converse of isosceles triangle theorem. तो अब ये एंगल हम x प्रूव कर चुके हैं. इफ यू चेक इक्वेशन 6 में EGF को x प्रूव किया था, एंड इक्वेशन 1 में GEF को x हमने कंसिडर किया था. सो बोथ ऑफ देम आर x, मतलब दे आर इक्वल. And once I've stated they are equal from equation 1 and 6, I can state the segment opposite to them, मतलब ये दोनों are equal by converse of isosceles triangle theorem. समझा Josh?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome Josh. Shreyas, you can just lower your hand if I've cleared your doubt. And Josh, you as well. Thank you, Josh. Okay, any Sanskar has raised hand and again he has lowered it. If there are any queries, I'm waiting, or else I would go on to the next summon. Okay, Honey has raised hand. Bolo, Honey.
Sir, I have doubt from this part. Angle DEF is congruent to angle GFM corresponding angle, sir.
हाँ, क्या डाउट
सर
है वहाँ?
उसके बाद तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया.
उसके बाद
नरेश एमएक्स का दुकान है वहाँ पे किसी का दुकान है बाबा का बैठता है. हम फोन लगा लो ना. हाँ लगा लो तो रेडी, आप निकल जाओ, निकलो.
हेलो सर. हेलो सर. हेलो सर. हेलो सर.
Yeah, hello, Honey.
यस सर.
I believe there was some issue with the internet connection here. ठीक है, so just give me a minute. ठीक है, दिखाई दे रहा है Honey अभी?
यस सर.
Okay, so I was asking you, what is the value of DEF? As you can see here in equation 2, it is nothing but
2x.
तो उसके बदले 2x लिखा। और GFM, ठीक है, GFM, if you look in the figure, GFM would be nothing but y from equation 2,
Yes.
not equation 2, 3. GFM is equals to y,
Okay.
right? So उसके बदले y लिखा। अब यहां तक हमको मिल चुका है, but now what happens here after this is, जैसे मैंने स्टार्ट में बोला था कि पहले EG और FG गिवन था, तो उसके बेसिस पे हमने XX YY फिर 2X 2Y कंसिडर किया, करेक्ट?
Yes.
फिर 2 पैरेलल लाइंस था, तो उसके बेसिस पे हमने 1 ट्रांसवर्सल, 2 ट्रांसवर्सल, 3 ट्रांसवर्सल, 1 2 3 ट्रांसवर्सल लेके जो भी मिला वो सब लिख दिया। अब क्या? तो अब हमने चेक किया कि भाई रिक्वायर्ड क्या है। जैसे यहाँ पे रिक्वायर्ड क्या था, DEG हाफ ऑफ EDF. So child, when I talk about DEG, I looked at the figure DEG, right? DEG उसका वैल्यू है x, definitely from equation 1. और EDF का वैल्यू हमने ढूंढा है, it is nothing but y.
Why?
हाँ, तो बेसिकली we needed to prove that x is half of y. तो
Yes.
अपने पास फिलहाल ये है और हमको ये रिक्वायर्ड है, तो यहां से यहां कैसे आने वाले हैं, राइट? वेरी इजी, just shift this 2 on the other side or it is as good as dividing 2 on both the sides. तो इधर 2 कट हो जाएगा और इधर y upon 2 मतलब हाफ इंटू y आ जाता है। एंड देन x के बदले हम लोग DEG लिखेंगे, y के बदले EDF, बिकॉज दैट इज व्हाट इज नीडेड।
Yes.
समझा?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
या वेलकम। So finally we move on to the next sum, children, now. Yeah, the next sum is 8th sum from the problem set. So just let me go to the problem set here. The problem set is on page 49. The 8th sum, the 8th sum, children, is on page 50, the last sum. किसी ने तो प्रॉब्लम सेट का 9 सम बोला है, प्रॉब्लम सेट में 9 सम है ही नहीं. Who was that kid? So 8th sum is the last sum from problem set which a kid has asked, and then there is problem set ka 3rd sum. So 8th sum is quite a big sum. Before moving on to that, I would just like to talk about the 3rd sum first, and then maybe if time permits we'll talk about the last sum. Okay, so I'll just jot down question 3 here from problem set. Yeah, so here is the question. It goes like this: in triangle PQR, right? PQR, if PQ is greater than PR and bisectors of Q and bisector of R, they intersect at a point S, right? So that SQ is greater than SR. So I'll just jot down whatever is given. Given mein hai PQ is greater than PR and QS and RS are bisectors. QS and RS are bisectors of their respective angles. To prove, ठीक है, to prove है SQ greater than SR. Now children, I'll just like to talk about this first. SQ greater than SR. In order to prove a side greater than the other one in a single triangle SQR के अंदर, in order to prove this greater, मुझे prove करना पड़ेगा कि इसके opposite वाला angle is greater as compared to SR के opposite वाला angle. So children, the hint I would like to add here is, in order to get this, I have to prove that angle SRQ is supposed to be greater as compared to angle SQR, right? Now, how do we prove this, or how do we get to this? Let us talk about given. The given is PQ is greater than PR, which belongs to triangle PQR. So we start with triangle PQR in triangle PQR. We know PQ is greater than PR. That is given. And we all know if a side is greater than the other side, we can state that PQ क्योंकि बड़ा है, तो उसके सामने वाला angle, the angle opposite to them, the greater side is also greater. So PRQ, ये जो angle है, is greater as compared to the angle opposite to this side, PR के opposite वाला, which is PQR, right? The reason angle opposite to greater side is greater. I hope this much is clear, right? Now children, I am not interested in PRQ. I'm not interested in PRQ. Rather, I'm interested in SRQ. Okay? PRQ में interest नहीं है. Interest है SRQ. Now let us talk about the relation between PRQ and SRQ, children. Right? क्या relation है दोनों के बीच में? It is written here that QS and RS are bisectors, isn't it? So can I state that since RS is the bisector, ये angle PRS और ये angle SRQ दोनों equal होने वाले हैं, correct? So that means imagine एक certain value लेते हैं, just for an example, not a part of sum. If this is 30 degree, this has to be 30 degree. The entire children has to be how much? 60 degree. So 60 degree मतलब कौन सा angle है? PRQ. और ये हमारे पास अभी अवेलेबल है, 60 डिग्री अवेलेबल है, बट हमको कौन सा चाहिए? SRQ. कौन सा चाहिए? SRQ. मतलब what we need is 30 degree, right? Likewise, if you look here, children, what we have is PQR, but what we need is SQR. Again, the relation between these two, PQR and SQR, is same. मतलब SQR PQR का आधा है. So children, what we need are those angles which are half of what we have. So can I just multiply half on both the sides? So multiplying half on both sides. I hope everybody has understood that मैं half क्यों multiply कर रहा हूँ. Because as soon as I multiply half on both the sides, right? So what happens is half of PRQ का आधा, I can write it as SRQ, and PQR का आधा, I can write it as SQR. If you all remember, this is what I needed. Hint में मैंने वही लिखा है. I marked that as my equation number 1 because I needed it. Now I talk about triangle SQR, the smaller triangle SQR, in which I can state that angle SRQ is greater as compared to angle SQR. Definitely the reason is from 1. अब क्योंकि ये एंगल बड़ा है SRQ छोटे वाले ट्राइंगल में, ठीक है, SRQ is bigger, तो उसके सामने वाला साइड SQ is greater than segment SR. The reason side opposite to greater angle is greater. I hope this much is clear. If there are any doubts at the sum, kindly let me know. Waiting for you all to raise hands. If not, maybe we have few minutes left. I can try and finish off the last sum. So there is no one who has raised hand, and we move ahead. Thank you so much, children. So question 8, which was being asked in the question paper, there was a slight change there. right? I believe there were few students who asked me. So let us start with question number 8 from problem set. So here is the figure. B, A, C. AC chill लग गया, चेक करो. नहीं, चिल नहीं है, चेक करो, reduce करो temperature. Right, check. So it is given in the question that AD is perpendicular to BC and AE is the bisector of BAC, and we need to prove that angle DAE is half of angle C minus angle B, right? This is what we need to prove. Now children, क्वेश्चन पेपर में मैंने ये चेंज करवाया था B minus C, बिकॉज वहां पे गलती से जो फिगर बना था वहां पर C ऊपर लिखा था हमने और B नीचे. So if B is here, this is what you will get, and if the B is below in the figure, यहाँ पे है B और C ऊपर है, vice versa हो जाता है, तो ये लोग चेंज हो जाएगा, right? So the concept never changes really. Proof. Yeah. Segment AE is bisector of angle BAC, and that is given. Therefore, angle BAE, right? Angle BAE is equals to angle EAC. We mark that as equation 1. Now children, in order to get this, right, let us talk about hint here. ये जो 2 है, I'll shift it on the other side. ठीक है, तो ये 2 अगर इधर शिफ्ट किया तो 2 times DAE हो जाता है. So 2 times angle DAE is equals to angle C minus angle. This is what we need to prove. Hint. Right? So in order to get 2 times DAE, ठीक है, DAE के बारे में हम लोग बात करेंगे. Now DAE, this angle is a small angle which belongs to 2 bigger angles. The first bigger angle is BAE. The second bigger angle is DAC. हम दोनों के बारे में बात करेंगे. Let us start with BAE. So angle BAE, the bigger angle, angle BAE, can I write it that as BAD plus DAE? The reason for this is angle addition property. Correct. Now children, our aim is to find DAE, क्योंकि मुझे यहाँ पे 2 times DAE चाहिए. ठीक है, तो DAE को अकेला करना है. We keep it alone. So in order to keep it alone, we have to shift BAD on the other side. So this becomes BAE minus BAD is equals to DAE. I hope this much is clear. I'll just write down DAE here and this 2 on the other side. That's the same thing, isn't it? A equal to B likho ya B equal to A likho, it's the same thing. And now I mark it as equation 2. Similarly, DAE also belongs to angle DAC. So I write angle DAC is equals to angle DAE. If you look at the figure, angle DAE plus angle EAC. The reason, angle addition property. Now, once again, our aim is to get DAE ka value, right? DAE alone. So in order to get DAE alone, we will have to shift EAC. So that becomes DAC minus EAC. Now children, once again, A equal to B or B equal to A, it is the same thing. Is it DAE is equals to DAC minus EAC, equation number 3. Now children, when I look at equation 2 and equation 3, and when I look at what I need, ठीक है, तीनों चीजों को देखना है ध्यान से. On the left hand side, I have angle DAE, I have angle DAE, right? But what I need is 2 times angle DAE. So in order to get 2 times angle DAE, मुझे ये दोनों equations को क्या करना पड़ेगा? Perfect. We have to add. So adding equations 2 and 3. Now, whenever we add 2 equations, children, the left hand side is added up with left hand side and the right hand side is added up with right hand side. I hope that is clear. So that means what I would do is angle DAE plus angle DAE is equal to ये पूरा plus ये पूरा. So angle BAE minus angle BAD plus angle DAC minus angle EAC. I hope this much is clear. Right. The sum part here was not visible. Now, when I added this, here it is. Now, children, if you focus here, these two angles, angle BAE and angle EAC, they are equal from equation 1. So instead of EAC, the next step, what I would write is BAE. All the other things would remain same. Yeah, definitely DAE plus DAE becomes 2 times DAE. I'll just copy this as it is, this as well, and this as well. Right? EAC के बदले BAE लिखा. The reason has to be from equation 1. Now this and this will get cancelled. So 2 times DAE is equals to, ये नेगेटिव है ये पॉजिटिव है तो मैं पहले पॉजिटिव वाला लिखने वाला हूं. So angle DAC minus angle BAD. I mark that as my equation 4. I hope everybody has understood till equation 4. We have already overwent the time. Now it is quite simple ahead. I would like you all to, kind of think ahead. Okay? Because I won't be moving ahead here with the sum. What you have to do exactly is, in order to get DAC का value, okay? DAC के बदले, in order to get C instead of DAC, ये जो ट्रायंगल है DAC, इसमें एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी अप्लाई करना है. एक काम करना, फर्दर पार्ट ना आप लोगों को नोट्स मिला है, उसमें एक बार चेक कर लेना. Or else the next time, next Tuesday, whenever we meet, I'll just continue from here. If you want, I'll just repeat the entire sum, but I'll try to, move ahead from here because we have already overwent with the time, right? Thank you so much, children. I hope everybody has understood whatever we have learned till now. Just your video is on, just from Saidam. Thank you so much, children. I'll just stop here. Next time. Bye, children. God bless you all.